Well, last year, two diehard music fans set an ambitious goal: 52 concerts in 52 weeks for the second year in a row. Here to tell us about their musical adventure part two is former First Coast Connect producer and music fan Heather Schatz. Welcome, Heather.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. We're also joined by her concert buddy, Jason Roth. Welcome back, Jason.
Thanks for having us back.
It's great to have you back. I can't believe that this is year two of this adventure of yours. Why did you decide after having done it the first time that you were going to try to duplicate this kind of insane, quixotic musical
It definitely
gesture?
wasn't planned.
Okay.
After we finished up last year, we had kept a pretty rigorous schedule to try to hit that goal. And so we went into the new year thinking, well, that was fun. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I think probably by May, we already had 30, 35 concerts under our belt. And we were like, might as well do it again. So 52 weeks of music is what we're living right now.
And so we're at December 24th. Not much left of the year. Have you guys, what's left?
We actually completed it.
You're done.
Yeah, I think we both hit 53 on Friday night. We went to go see some DJs at Kickbacks.
Okay. Well, what have been like your highlights of the year?
For me, one of my favorite shows was the Flaming Lips at the Florida Theater because that was a whole big production. They had blow ups, they had confetti, and it was just super immersive, which I loved.
I'm guessing the audience was probably as much fun to watch as the
Yes,
performers.
yes. Even Numa, who runs the Florida theater, was blown away. I don't think he quite knew what to expect when they booked them.
I have to say that Jackrabbit's 25th anniversary show with JJ Grey and Mofro was probably the my favorite experience of the year. Just seeing him in a real intimate 200-person venue, and he usually does festivals and amphitheaters and whatnot. And being able to he's known for sort of story time with JJ,
Yeah.
right? And so being able to like be right there couple feet from him while he's giving a great performance was really really cool. So shout out to Jackrabbits and Tim and them for making that show happen.
Yeah, 25 years is a big landmark for them
It
too.
was.
So you also saw the Vampire Weekend. You
Mm-hmm.
saw uh Amigo the Devil. What other bands did you see? I mean, give us a rundown of some of the
Um,
other.
so our musical taste is kind of all over the spectrum, which I think helps us accomplish our goal. So we saw Bonnie and Clyde, which is a DJ duo where she sings. They actually came here twice, once at Cinco de Mayo and once at Myth. I slept through the Myth one because I was too tired to go see them
But
again.
she made it onto the stage at the Cinco de Mayo show. So
Onto the stage. Yes,
yeah,
very
yeah.
participatory music experience. Good.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool. And then I think it wasn't in Jacksonville, but I've always wanted to see a show at Red Rocks. So I got the opportunity to do that this
Who'd you
year.
see there?
30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto. Yeah, so that was a really incredible opportunity.
I was
That
super jealous.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to a show at Red
Red Rocks.
Rocks, and the closest I got was I took my son to go visit Red Rocks and got winded running up the stairs there.
An incredible venue. So out of town concerts do count.
They do count. Rules were just had to be intentional. You had to have a ticket or you had to make an effort. Couldn't be a singer songwriter at happy hour or anything like that.
And
Um,
so
but
what, I mean, the ticket, like, what about the cost? How much money are you guys sinking into this adventure of yours?
So we found ways to save money. I mean, a lot of venues here, like Intuition and Jackrabbits, most of their ticket prices are under $30. So that's we see a lot of shows at those types of places.
But 30 times 52 times
Yeah.
2 is still a lot of money, right?
I mean, like I've said before, when you're trying to prioritize where you're spending your money,
Mm.
you could either go out to a bar and spend a bunch of money on shots, or you
Mm.
can go see a great band, and that's what we chose to do this
I mean, you
year.
can do
Mm.
both, I guess.
You could do
Yeah.
both, right?
And sometimes too, we if you wait to the last minute, you can find tickets for resale. So, for example, Vampire Weekend, we sort of missed the initial sale, and the tickets were really expensive. And 2 days before, I was on one of the resale sites, and we found really reasonable seats up in the bleachers, and it ended up being a full moon and a gorgeous evening. So, if you can kind of be spur of the moment, you can find some good deals.
And you do some eclectic, shows, at smaller venues, but
Mm.
you're also a Swiftie, right? Did you make
Uh,
it to the Eras Tour?
no, I got booted from the Eras Tour. So my daughter is a huge Swiftie, and we got tickets in Miami. It took several hours of my life waiting in a queue on Ticketmaster, and she decided to have a contest between my husband and I to see who the bigger Swiftie was,
Oh.
and he won.
Even
Uh,
though you invested all of that time in getting her the tickets, does she feel terrible guilt about that decision?
No, she
Okay.
just doesn't think I was into to Taylor enough. I did really wanna go, though, for the production value because I watched some of the movie, and as a music fan, it just looked incredible.
The bigger the act and the bigger the venue, artists tend to do bigger productions, and Taylor sort of set the standard for production value. But I'm not the biggest fan of huge arena shows or whatnot.
Yeah.
But we did see a couple of arena shows that had great production value, like AJR and
Mm.
Justin Timberlake and whatnot. It was a really good year for music.
Next year gonna do it again?
Well, we already have some bands we're excited about seeing. I'm stoked about Cascade, who's doing the opening show at Decca Live. He's a huge, huge DJ, headlines at Ultra, has sells out arenas. So for him to come here to a small venue like
Pretty
that.
sure we already have a half dozen tickets, and we've got something cooking for next year, but not quite ready to talk about it yet.
Alright, well,
Mhm.
we'll have you back if you do it, and, we wanna hear about it for sure. Thanks for, dropping by and letting us know about 52 shows.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Go